Kia ora, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second round of the Cook Islands Rugby League Domestic 13s competition. We're here again at Ngupere Park, where the host for this weekend's games is actually the Avatiu EELS, but due to a very heavy downpour during the week and the last couple of days, the games have had to be relocated to better grounds because the nickname for Arorangi Park is actually the Swamp, and for obvious reasons. But this afternoon, we're back here at a $1 million rugby venue. Where else can you find a view like that right next to the beach, the lagoons of Muri, here in Ngatangiia, Matavera? This afternoon's matchup, the Titikaveka Bulldogs going up against the newly revamped Takuvaine Warriors. And the man in the middle, in charge of this afternoon's match, Manukoa Kopu. Going to be a very tough afternoon in the office for Koa as he officiates this matchup between the Titikaveka Bulldogs in the blue outfit going up against the newly revamped Takuvaine Warriors in their famous home kits, red and whites, and a dash of blue. Brian Akawa to get things underway. And there we go, 40 minutes of rugby league action. Warriors with the first hit up, just 20 meters, driven back a few meters into his 20-meter zone. Warriors to play. Great mixture of players here for the Warriors, old and new. Going back on the inside, this is their third hit up. Warriors goes to playmaker Maka and decides to kick early, getting themselves out of trouble. And Bulldogs bring this back into big forwards taking charge and leading their team. Brushes off a few tacklers. 3 Warriors players to bring him down. Decides to take it himself and gets the offload, but the flicks off the Warriors players. Warriors regather and intercepts their ball. Couldn't quite get that flick off the last pass, but great work from the dummy half. Warriors charging it down the short side. Little mistake there, fumble, and the Bulldogs, with no hesitations, reclaim possession of the ball. The other brother, Tangi now at dummy half. Nice cutback on the inside, but the defense was waiting. Referee says not onside. So a penalty, the first penalty for this afternoon for the Bulldogs. And Tangi wasting no time at all, finding the sideline, getting his team an extra 10 meters from the initial penalty. Bulldogs crossing into Warriors territory on the 20-meter mark with their first. Lovely offload there. Brushes off one, brushes off two, and just brought down short of the try line, held up for their second. Bulldogs edging closer to the try line, finding Nga in the back play. Lovely skip pass out to the winger, and crosses on over in the corner for the first try in this afternoon's match. That's 4 points up for the Titikaveka Bulldogs. So we're just sitting over here with Vice President of the Cook Islands Rugby League, Mata. So how has the competition been going so far?
So far, not too bad. We're into week 2 at the moment, round 2, and last week pretty competitive. Some of the teams are a little rusty on the long off season, but we'll be looking to pick it up this weekend for sure.
And I'm sure it is pretty exciting to see the Warriors come back into the competition. Any words from the executives on that one?
Yeah, very exciting on behalf of Cook Islands Rugby League. It's good to see the Warriors back out there. It also evens the round. Now we have 6 teams, so no rest for the wicked. But no, it's a great effort from the TKV.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we couldn't have this afternoon's match down at the Tere Park, home of the Avatiu EELS, because of the torrential rain we just had unexpectedly in the last couple of days. But this venue, though, you know, we love coming back out here. It's one of the best areas to come and play when it is wet weather. Even though it has held off for now, we are expecting more downpour tomorrow. But yeah, what can you say about the venue?
Yeah, lovely venue. I rate this ground one of the most beautiful grounds in the world. And as you say, it's a lot of heavy rains, but this ground holds up really well. Yeah, it's still dry on the top, and bring it on, bring more rain.
Yeah, no, we definitely need the rain on the island. It helps flourish everything that needs growing here, and that's why we live in paradise and enjoy the abundance from that. Anyway, back to the match here. Unfortunate on the conversion there. Score remains 4-0. Warriors to re-kick. And Bulldogs happily returns this for the first. Lovely pass there. Gets through with an extra few meters from the first impact. Brought down. Just 20 out from the halfway mark and looking to string up something there on the far side. Babaki not having anything of it brings him down. Driven back in the tackle and held. This is their fourth tackle, and smart thinking from the Tamiha, but no, referee was saying he wasn't square. Bulldogs halfback was trying to go for a quick play. Referees told him to go back and tap there as he didn't call the mark yet. Lovely string of passes there as he crosses on over 30 meters out. Lovely inside pass, nobody there. Now the Takuvaine Warriors finally meet and bring him down. That's just their second. Great advantage to be in, and lovely play there. Held that. Couldn't get that last pass away as he was in open space. Brian, very dangerous player if you can get the ball to him. Number 20 for the Bulldogs, playing at fullback. And loses possession of the ball as they were approaching the try line. So handover, referees made his call. Warriors escaping another rampaging attack from the Bulldogs. Good run there from the Warriors, trying to get as far away from the forwards as possible. Now taking it back on the inside for their second. Met aggressive in the tackle. That's their third now as they approach the halfway mark. Looking for the skip pass, manages to string it away. Just the offload, too hard, a little too much. Couldn't find his winger. Warriors have the right idea, just need to push the passes a bit more earlier, don't delay it. Got a big young man out on the wing. But Bulldogs have possession, scrum feed. Brian Nakava at first receiver, ready to take charge and just gives an offload once he's forward to just settle it and work from there. Still attacking down that blind side. Another big strong run there. 3 tacklers to bring him down. Back down that blind side. Brian saw something and crosses over very easily for the second try this afternoon. Smart thinking there from Matavera. Looking down the short side and realizing numbers. Threw a dummy, backed himself. Took the player over the line. And manages to get the second try this afternoon. Referees just called time for an injured player. Brian sustaining a heavy blow to the head as he was going for the try. As I mentioned earlier, he did have to work for that try and took the tackler over the line with him. But the referee has called time back on. Now, brother of the try scorer, Ngatangiia, ready for his attempt at conversion.
Back. Push to 13. Push to number 13. Timo, go up. There.
And unfortunate for Brian, he'll be sitting out from that injury. Hopefully the young man's all right and able to return back onto the field. But for now,
our great physio Māori, always present at our events there to assist, and can't thank her enough for what she does.
Yep.
So yeah, unsuccessful with that conversion. So I'm sorry, no, was successful with that conversion. Now the score, 10 to the Bulldogs. Warriors yet to score with the re-kick. Nice impact on the tackle there, able to cause a mistake and dislodge the ball. Warriors in a very good field position right now to hopefully put the first points on the board for their team as they take a scrum, centre field, just on the 20-metre mark. Warriors now still in possession of the ball. I thought they managed to get the offload there. But no, referee says tackle was made and caused them to go back there and replay the ball. So Warriors still in possession of the ball. Oh, sorry, no, they picked up a penalty, so manages to get a tap there, so that will be their first. And decides to go down the short side, brushes off one, almost getting there, but brought down just short of the try line. And decides to take it himself, carried back. Players out wide if they can get the ball there. This is where Warriors need to be smart with their play, let the ball go, and that's just exactly what they're doing. Bulldogs defense scrambling. Still getting offloads away, finally brought down. Warriors hungry on the attack now. Forward, center field, decides to take one down and set the platform there for their team. Now let's see what the Warriors can do. Throws a dummy, comes back down the short side. Bulldogs defense holding strong. Bulldogs held them out on some very promising attacking plays there. And loses possession of the ball. Warriors happily jump on that. That should be their first. Three tackles to bring him down. Just in for another try liner. Players out wide if they can get the ball there. Bulldogs defense holding strong. Skip pass, another skip pass. Decides to take it himself. Couldn't quite muscle up. Two tacklers bring him down very easily. Options both ways. If he can get it on the right side, straight out. Oh, takes the dummy and manages to score. Dead. He grounded. Yes, referee's right in front, saw everything right there and awards the first
points on the board for the Warriors in this match. And a good piece of work there from the Warriors to put themselves on the board. Just a converted try away, but they still have this conversion. And Barry easily slots that in, edging his team closer. With 6 points on the board, that's just a try away. Converted try will put them in front. Bulldogs taking their time trying to recover from that. They were down there with a couple of set plays. And Warriors managing to cross on over. Just under 20 minutes have taken place in the first half, which leaves just over 20 minutes remaining. Bulldogs with the restart. Nobody underneath it to claim it, but finally decides to take it himself. That's their first for the Warriors. And loses possession as he came in from the impact. Solid defense there from the Bulldogs and great field position to be in as we see them edging closer and picking up a penalty right there. Warriors not getting back the 10 meters required. And Tangi once again trying to go for a quick tap, but referee didn't see him, needed to get in front of the ref. So Bulldogs with a penalty. That's their first. Tangi throws the dummy, tries to take it himself, and held up over the try line. So back to the 10-meter mark. And didn't have to play the ball, he got to tap it. I'm not sure what the call was there, and easily crosses on over, through a couple of dummies, still had a bit of work to do. Took over one of the Warriors players to put them back in front with 2 tries ahead. That's 14 points on the board now. Sorry, a correction on the score there. I was right earlier with him not converting it. Was just a miscommunication there. Hence the reason why we see the score at 12 points to the Bulldogs. Warriors on 6. So far, Bulldogs haven't converted their tries. And on the third one, just bounces back off of the goalpost. So the score remains Bulldogs 12 points, Warriors 6. And it is very important when you start adding up these conversions that would have put them in a very comfortable lead at the moment with 18. So that's 6 unanswered points from the Bulldogs. Quite unusual, and I think due to the fact that their key playmaker, Brian Akov, sustained a bit of an injury there. So we'll see how this eventuates throughout the game if they're able to fix that. Back to the game at hand. Doggies not playing around at the sideline, decides to take it back into centre field. That's their first bit of argy-bargy going on there. And yes, referee is not going to have anything of it. Gives the Bulldogs a penalty. Warriors trying hard to stay in the match. Just giving away a couple of careless penalties, which has actually resulted very favorable for the Bulldogs this afternoon. And very, very fortunate that the weather has cleared up and become very favorable for rugby league this afternoon. Bulldogs, lovely strong run there. That's their second and decides to go back down there short side. Short side has been very good for the Bulldogs this afternoon. Down towards the beach in. And nope, not looking anywhere near their corner. Decides to throw it back on the inside. Right on the 10-meter mark. That's 10 meters to go to that try line. Bulldogs hot on the attack, trying to string something together with their plays. Been very deadly this afternoon. Jazz brought down a meter or two from the try line. Shows, goes, decides to take it himself, wiggles, and held up. Solid defense there from the Warriors to not let the Bulldogs score again. Clever play from the marker there. Would say they lost at least a meter from there, but gives a penalty from his hard efforts. And Warriors looking nowhere else but the sideline for some extra meters for themselves. Referee's just checking up on something there, making sure that the winger was behind the person tapping the ball. And I think he did do a little mistake. But no. So the referee is just having a little chat to the captain here, or well, who's standing as captain to talk to his team to calm down. No back chat. He's not going to have anything of it this afternoon, as the player's not happy with the outcome from their call. But it's restart. Warriors first tackle from that penalty kick out not too long ago. Manages to get the pass away, but calling for a late tackle. Referee says no, play on, right on the halfway mark. And Barry, big kick up in the air. Warriors players coming into contest, and great job by the halfback, but big tackle driven backwards. Still, Bulldogs maintain possession, running themselves out of danger zone now. Throws a dummy, almost gets through. Held on tight to bring him back down and drive him back a few meters from where they first tackled him. Refereeing is allowing play to carry on. Bulldogs right on their 20-meter mark. But careless mistake from the Warriors players rushing their defense, not keeping behind the 10 meters required. And Bulldogs, much to their delight, will find the sideline once again, bringing them back into the Warriors' territory. Lovely back play there from Tangi. Seems to be their set move from off the tap. And quick, smart thinking there, darts and gets himself an extra 12 meters, crossing into the danger zone. There's 20 meters to go. This man knows nothing else but charge straight forward to the defensive line and does exactly that. Third now for the Bulldogs. Looking to get their ball outside, decides to bring it back on the inside, much to the surprise of the Warriors defense. Wiggles through three and crosses on over for another try. That's 16 points on the board now for the Bulldogs. Now this time he is at a better position for this conversion attempt, right in front. So hopefully it could be the first conversion for the Bulldogs. Tangi now getting himself ready for this conversion. Sizes up one more time. And slots it in with ease, pushing them 2 points up. That's 18 points now on the board for the Titikaveka Bulldogs. Warriors now with the restart, decides to go for a short play and almost picked that up, couldn't quite bring it back in. Clever thinking there from the Warriors outfit, almost regathered possession of that, just couldn't bring it in on the last touch. So scrum down to the Bulldogs. Less than 10 minutes remaining in this first half. Titikaveka Bulldogs, 18 points on the board. Takuvaine Warriors showing that they have what it takes to be in the competition and putting 6 points on the board in this first half. Bulldogs now letting the ball do the work, stretching it from one end to the other. Decides to go for a chip ball, lucky to re-gather position. Carry on, says the referee, and Bulldogs very fortunate to keep that, and just held on too long there, giving away another costly penalty, and that has been the difference this afternoon, is these careless penalties just giving away possession for the Bulldogs, who are very happy to take advantage of it, and again puts on a big kick, getting an extra 30 meters, creeping very, very slowly into the Warriors' territory. And we would like to express our delight to be able to bring this afternoon's match to not just our people here on the homeland, but those abroad who are wanting to see what's happening back home with the competition. And I'm pretty sure that they are all very, very excited to see the Takuvaine Warriors back into the competition, because it has been quite some time, I would say at least 13 years since we've had them in the Cook Islands Rugby League Domestic 13s competition. And this afternoon, going up against the Titikaveka Bulldogs, who have just managed to keep themselves in front with a 12-point lead, 18 points on the board. And Warriors have actually showed glimpses like what we're seeing right now, straight off of the scrum, and getting at least 30 meters advantage. Decides to take it down their short side, kicks the ball away with a late tackle coming in. Referee Koa not hesitating to give a penalty away from that late tackle there. But Warriors definitely showing glimpses of excitement and what promises to be a very exciting season. Warriors now edging closer towards the Bulldogs try line. Just a few meters away now from that tackle there, but the defense able to drive him back an extra 2 meters, still within the 10-meter zone. Forces that pass, didn't think about what needed to be done, causing a disruption there from the tackle and losing possession. So unfortunate for the Warriors to keep possession of their ball. Good defense there from the Bulldogs to quickly shut down what was looking to be a promising attacking play from the Warriors. Bulldogs now running out their red zone. Easily brushes 1, 2, third one having trouble to bring him down. Second man comes in and Bulldogs plays. There's their second. Looking for runners. Decides to take it in himself. Lovely cut back on the inside. But Warriors ready for that play there. Brings him down. Lovely play there from Sai Nagi. And a good offload out to the wing, but loses possession as he threw it back on the inside. Intercept from the Warriors. Let's see what the referee says. Bulldogs. Manages to regather possession as they... No, that came from the sideline official, and we can see that they have a clearer picture from that side of the field. And from one of the passes that they tried to string out, one of the Warriors players had knocked it on, which resulted in a scrum feed now for the Bulldogs, who regather possession. Sai brought down. That's their first. That's their second now. Show and go and heading down that blind side. And again, another careless mistake there from the Warriors, giving a penalty for the Bulldogs. Tangi throws a dummy back on the inside and looks for his big forward on the outside. 3 defenders to bring him down, just meters away from the try line. Tangi throws a dummy, decides to take it himself. The fence holding strong, keeping him out. Brushes off 1, 2 more, bring him down. Managed to drive him back an extra meter. Bulldogs still on the attack. Numbers out wide if they can get the pass out there. Decides to bring it back on the inside. Almost gets through 2 tacklers. Third one brings him down and stops him in his track. Still hot on the attack. Nga reaching, ducking, and manages to almost score a try there. Referee right in front sees him lose position as he was going to ground that ball. Smart thinking though from the little dummy half as he almost put another one on the board for the Bulldogs. Scrum feed now for the Warriors as they make their way out of the danger zone. And just less than 2 minutes remaining in this first half. Strong defense there from the Bulldogs, takes him back to the 10 meter. Warriors manages to get a few more advantage meters on that second tackle. And again, still attacking the same way. Brushing off 1, second one brings him down. That's 3. Knowing they're stuck at the back, they decides to send the ball down. Great, nice chase there from the Warriors, but this nippy fullback for the Bulldogs weaves, ducks, dodges, almost got away, brought down by 2 tacklers from the Warriors. That's the Bulldogs first, and a strong run there, crossing on over into the Warriors territory as the hooter sounds for the halfway last play. Ball is still live. Tangi decides to put it in the air. Warriors gather position. Tangi still. Knock on is the call from the referee, so we shall see both teams heading towards the sheds to get some much prep talk from their respective coaches. It was a tough encounter here in the first half. Bulldogs up in front with 18 points. Takuvaine Warriors on 6.
And we're back out here where we are expecting another crunching second half. And yes, referee Munakua ready to get things back under action for the remaining 40 minutes of this match, where we see the Bulldogs on 18 points, Takuvaine Warriors 6th on the scoreboard. Another penalty, and once again, the Bulldogs hoping to get an extra meters, very easy meters. Warriors need to be very careful with giving away these careless penalties. It did cost them in the first half with the scoreline. And again, another careless penalty. And little fumble there, could see that from here. Warriors will be happy to gather possession here. Forwards will be happy with their hard work from that tackle there. Managing to get a couple of string passes together. Almost got away, but brought down Harry in the tackle there. Warriors on their third. Solid defense there from the Bulldogs. And just waiting for an injured player to be assisted there. Has been a relatively clean match this afternoon between the Bulldogs and the Warriors. Just under 5 minutes eventuated in this second half.
Scrum down now for the Titikaveka Bulldogs. Bulldogs hot on the attack as they approach the danger zone. 20 meters to go to get to their try line. Brought down just inside the 20. And no hesitation at all, but a lovely tackle on the legs there. But referee wasn't quite happy with that. I think there's been a bit of talk about those sort of tackles, so he seems to be addressing the issue and giving a penalty. Nope, good officiating there, not sending him out, just giving him a warning and sending him back onto the try line. So Bulldogs with the restart. Manages to get the offload there, brush through a couple of tacklers, and again, hot step in and out, brought down. Another penalty for the Bulldogs, penalty count mounting against the Warriors this afternoon. Something the coach will want to address to the team. Just need to cut out these costly mistakes, and which once again resulted into another try for the Bulldogs. That's 22 points on the board. Has a goal, puts it in, and extends their lead to 24 points. That's 2 conversions to his name this afternoon. Warriors to get things underway again. Big kick deep down into the Bulldogs territory. And just like that, finds the man in the middle, want to play it safe. Smart tactic there from the coach to his Bulldogs team. And finds him back on the inside, takes charge, brought down heavy, just on the 10-meter mark. And a big surge there, managing to push the would-be tackler away. 2 more to bring him down right on the halfway mark. looking for runners back on the inside and decides to put a big kick. Couldn't quite bring it in, losing position, and the Bulldogs will be very happy to gather position once again. Bulldogs right on the 20-meter mark. Ngā and Tangi stringing combinations together for their team. Big strong tackle, literally rips the shirt off of him. That's one for the Bulldogs. And referee saying not 10, another penalty. Tangi now with the restart. Strong surge there, but the tackle very, very strong and drives him back. Tangi decides to have a go at himself, bumps and ducks underneath everyone to cross on over for another try this afternoon. That's 28 points now to the Bulldogs. Sizes it up. And once again, 3 from 3. That's 30 points on the board now for the Bulldogs. Warriors finding themselves comfortable on the restart. Very big kick, and the Bulldogs just watched this bounce, taking their time, but finally finding form once again in the middle of the field. Throws the dummy on the cut, decides to take it himself. Couldn't quite connect on the offload there. Tangi had to pounce on this, keeping possession in their hands. He has been in excellent form this afternoon for the Bulldogs, hardly making mistakes, but that one, little mistake, gives possession back to the Warriors, and at a big tackle there. Got me silent as I had to watch for the impact, and losing ball position as he went to ground. Bulldogs. Scrum feed within their territory. Bulldogs with the scrum feed. Three tacklers to bring him down. And the Warriors once again giving another penalty. Penalty count has really mounted up against the Warriors this afternoon. If it wasn't for these little costly mistakes and penalties giving easy field advantage for the Bulldogs, I think the scoreline would be a bit different this afternoon. But they've just made it easy work for the Bulldogs here to comfortably be at 30 points up. But Warriors being rewarded this afternoon with a try in the first half. Chris Snell throws the ball back in. Tangi ready to get things underway for the Bulldogs. Plays it safe and just takes it down for the Bulldogs. That's their first. This young man, strong surge, almost gets through one, two defenders more to bring him down. That's the Bulldogs' second. Just finds his forward with ease, just running off of his shoulder, ready for impact as they brace themselves. That's their third. Tangi now looking for players, finds him in the back and almost got clipped. But from that, hesitated a little and he didn't need to do that. So we'll see what the referee says. Nope, referee's just having a warning. Lucky to not find himself sent off for that careless play there. Warriors scrum feed within their red zone territory. Will they play it safe? Yes, he does. Throws the dummy and takes it himself. Two tacklers to bring him down. That's one. Warriors going down that blind side. Manages to get the offload away. Three tacklers to bring him down. That's their second. Now looking for their forwards. But driven backwards from two big Bulldogs defenders. Warriors now letting the ball do its work. Almost got there. Sai tried to go for an intercept. Couldn't quite bring it in. Definitely 5-10 years ago, easily intercepted. Would have just snatched it out from the air. But this afternoon, couldn't quite grasp it, resulting in a knock-on now. So Warriors still within their territory with the scrum feed. Oh, sorry, that's Bulldog scrum. Unsure how the Bulldogs think. Must have been a forward pass and into open space. Brushes through one. One to go and palms him away to cross on over for a lovely piece of work there. Haven't quite seen much of this sort of play this afternoon and didn't hesitate once he was into open space. Pushing them in front with 34 points now on the board. So yeah, sorry, slight confusion there from the scrum. I thought the Bulldogs had lost possession with the intercept knocked on from big forward Sahi Nagi, but then it must have been a forward pass, otherwise I couldn't see any other way the Bulldogs got that scrum feed. But nevertheless, they definitely didn't waste any time with that possession and putting the young man into open space, darting past everybody. It wasn't easy work. He still had to maneuver around quite a few players and then able to fend off the last one as he was coming to try and stop him crossing over the try line. Tangi now sizes it up one more time. And has found his form this afternoon, extending them 36 points on the board. Less than 20 minutes remaining in this match this afternoon here on Valentine's Day. So to everybody out there celebrating Valentine's Day with your loved ones, wish you nothing but the best, and hopefully you have all enjoyed your day with your chocolates, and hopefully you gave them roses as well. But here, Rarotonga, Cook Islands, we celebrate Valentine's Day with some rugby league action. Warriors now to get things back underway. Barry once again kicking it deep into the left corner, but Ngā, straight off the bounce, doesn't look for any runners, takes it in himself, brushes off one, takes two to bring him down. Playing it safe and trying to find center field, brushes off one, three tacklers to bring him down. Bulldogs finding their form and stringing together a couple of promising plays. That's their third now, just short of the halfway mark. Tangi notices where he is, has a go, gets a great advantage there, crossing on over into the Warriors' territory. Bulldogs looking very dangerous again on the attack. Charge down there from the kick and manages to regather position, so that will be 0 counts for the Bulldogs. Smart play from Ngā there. A little mistake after playing the ball. I think he got a bit too excited and rushed the play, fumbling the ball altogether. So a scrum has been called for the Warriors now. Not too sure what to make of that. He must have taken his eye off of the ball before catching it, because he's just lost possession and handed right back on over for the Bulldogs. And I'm pretty sure the Bulldogs attackers, playmakers will be very happy with the results from there. In great territory, can score a try off of a couple of plays if they're patient enough. So here's their first play coming up. Ngā decides to take it himself and into open space. Now lets the ball go to the winger and brushes off the last tackler, crosses on over in the corner. Didn't need a couple of string plays to get there. Managed to do it on the first. Great passive play there from Ngā there. Great vision, realizing nobody was in front of him. Put himself into open space and just launching the ball out to Chris Man Ngatangiia to cross on over into the corner there and extending their points now 40 on the board. I think this will be his toughest conversion attempt this afternoon, but look at that view. $1 million shot there. Picture is perfect. Tangi sizing it up one last time. And a big, big kick. Oh, and manages to get the flags up this afternoon. That would have definitely been his difficult kick this afternoon, but slots it in with ease. 42 points on the board this afternoon with just about 15 minutes remaining in this match. Warriors now taking their time to what has been a comfortable scene for them, but mixing up the kicker this time round. Barry letting somebody else take kickoff duties. Big kick down the middle of the field, and the runner ready, charging forward, but stopped in his tracks by a big tackle there from Barry, captain for the Takuvaine Warriors. Coming down this short side now, decides to bring him back into the field of play. 2 tacklers to bring him down. His tackle was completed. He probably thought that their tackle wasn't completed and decided to get an extra 10 meters. Could have resulted in a penalty for the opposition, but still, Bulldogs charging and brought down for their 3rd. Tangi decides to bring it back on the inside. Throws a dummy. Tries to get it away. Knocked down from the Takuvaine Warriors. Bulldogs regather possession, and the winger darts down the sideline. Almost gets away, and an offload flicked back to Sai. Sai in open space finds his winger on the support, who crosses on over for a try, but there seems to be a bit of a mix-up. We're just waiting for the match official. No, the sideline official picked up an infringement and is bringing the game all the way back down here into the Bulldogs territory. What could have been a lovely passive play there from the Titikaveka Bulldogs has resulted in a scrum for the Takuvaine Warriors now. Scrum feed just inside the Bulldogs territory. Still quite a bit of time in this match. Strong surge there from the Takuvaine Warriors. As their second, Barry decides to have a go, finally lets it go. 3 tacklers to bring him down. Warriors approaching the 10-meter mark. Careless mistake from the Bulldogs has given the first penalty in this second half for the Takuvaine Warriors. Brought down an extra meters away from the try line. That's their first. Barry decides to take it himself. Defense holds up strong, keeps him out. Just a meter away from the try line. Looking for runners. Lets the ball go. decides to kick early, knowing there's numbers out wide. Was he tackled before, or did he score it after? And yes, referee has awarded the try. Yeah, so the second player managed to regather and put it down for the Takuvaine Warriors. Smart thinking there from the playmaker on the inside, knowing the pass couldn't get there, decides to kick it in. Numbers out wide, unmarked players as we see the winger. Put a much needed try on the board for them. That's 10 points now for the Warriors. Conversion to come. A second attempt this afternoon. Landed the first. Barry lining it up. Just didn't have the accuracy. So the try goes unconverted for the Takuvaine Warriors. Less than 10 minutes remaining in this match. Bulldogs, 42 points. Takuvaine Warriors on 10. And Bulldogs now with the re-kick. And a little mistake there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't gather it. He allowed the ball to bounce out. So let's just wait for the officials to what he calls this as. So, yep, the Bulldogs regather position as they did not take the ball on the full, just let it bounce out into the field of play, resulting in the Bulldogs regathering position from the kickoff. Smart thinking there from the kicker. Bulldogs now on the attack. That's their first. Looking for runners. Now their second, right in front of the goalpost. Great position to be in. Looking for runners. Finds the back play. In, out, and steps, weaves, manages to get past everyone, still going and puts it down. That's his second try this afternoon. But no, it seems to be a call coming from the outside. Match official. No, she's awarded it. There was nothing going on here. Referee was just trying to get a second opinion and has awarded the try. Bulldogs. 46 points on the board this afternoon. Tangi has had executive kicks recently. Can he keep up his kicking form? And has definitely found his boot this afternoon, slotting it in, extending their lead, 48 points. Takuvaine Warriors on 10. As we hit the 75-meter clock in this match, which leaves only 5 minutes remaining. And what has been a very, very tough day at the office for the Takuvaine Warriors. Bulldogs did sustain an early upset to their team with the injury to Brian Akova, and he wasn't able to return to the field of play. So they had to rearrange and reestablish their positions out on the field, but have managed to adjust and do just fine this afternoon with 48 points on the board. And a good coaching strategy from the Bulldogs coach there. That's their second for the Bulldogs. Big strong surge there as he heads towards the 10-meter mark, getting themselves ever so closely to the Warriors' territory. That's their third. Tangi has a go at the line, finally lets it go for his forward to settle right on the halfway mark. Finding his replacement playmaker for the afternoon, Ngā, who wastes no time darting it down into the corner where the fullback almost had a bit of a tough job, but making magical moments, ducking and weaving, finally brought down for their first. Lovely run there from the winger, getting involved into some running duties and gets quite a few meters for his team. Warriors now looking very dangerous as they approach the halfway mark. Tries to go for an offload, manages to flick it back, ball still alive. And a great quick pass there. Still, Warriors maintain possession. But no, referee has called for a high tackle earlier and given a penalty for the Takuvaine Warriors. Warriors sustaining a couple of injuries from that little play there. Oh, couldn't quite get the ball out of the field of play. Smart thinking there from the winger, knocking it back into the field of play. And the Bulldogs gather possession, which could have been a tough job for them had their ball gone out. That's their first. And didn't quite bring it in. Warriors happy to receive their ball as they head deeper into the Bulldogs territory. Has a dart down the short side, brought down by two tacklers. But the referee is saying offside. So Warriors gather possession and finally find their form in this match. Less than 2 minutes remaining in this half. Big defense pushes him back an extra meter from where the impact was taken. Warriors still on the attack. And just lets the ball do the work. Hopefully they'll get there, but the defense has been very strong from the Bulldogs. Manages to get past the two tacklers, but just the impact pops the ball out of his hands. So the Bulldogs will be wrapping this game up with possession of the ball as they take their time to try wind down the clock as we see seconds remaining in this match. I guess the hooter has spoken for us as it has sounded full time. Referee Munukoa Kopu wasting no time at all calling the game over this afternoon here at Nugupere Park, where the Titikaveka Bulldogs managed to put 48 points on the board against the Takuvaine Warriors.